Good evening, y'all. Oh my gosh. Good evening, y'all. Oh my god. I always forget to mute that thing. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Hello. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. It's Wednesday, my thems. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. I can't wait. I can't wait to not fucking work anymore this week. God, I hate it. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be raiding tonight. We're playing Final Fantasy 14. We're gonna be raiding. We're gonna be doing Pandaemonium. We need to finish up the fourth circle, I think. Asphylados. Full of something, but like, holy heck, yeah, we're gonna be doing that tonight. I might be a little cracked out on Monster right now, but it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be a good night. But holy heck, let me go through the list here real quick. Let's see. Sorrybot, thank you so much for popping in and keeping us all safe. Sammy Beans, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Winterwolf, hello. Welcome on in. Queeches, hello. Welcome on in. Gosh, I love Queeches. Ryu, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Tozu, hello. Welcome on in. And thank you so much for that tier 1 resub. 44 months. We're just like a handful of months away from 4 years. 4. How did Psycho Stick? What was that song Psycho Stick did? Like it was like a. It was like a. It was a play on the count. I think it's I can only count to 4. Now that song is stuck in my head and I haven't sang a note of it yet. Wee Woo, hello. Welcome on in. Ahty Hot, Ahty Precious. Wee Woo Hot, Wee Woo Precious. Not kidding. Sammy Beans, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. And thank you so much for your heckin' raid, you bean. I hope you had a great time doing your writing stuff tonight. You heckin' lovely, lovely person. Thank you so much for your raid. And Malik, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Ayami, hello. Sweet Bean, welcome on in. Fury, hello. Welcome on in. I was thinking about you today. And I gotta poke you later. About a thing. But yes, hello. Welcome on in. And Moody, you too. Darkness, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Yeah, Fury, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Don't worry about it. I don't have a monster addiction, Ahty. Well, look, I can't help it. I can't help it if I have a small gaggle of monster cans in my fridge right now from PDX Land. I cannot help it. Tonight, I am partaking in peaches and cream. It's fucking delicious. But holy heck, welcome on in, folks. I'm gonna join voice here real quick, and we'll heck and get started. Caffeine powers these minds. I don't know. It's the same single brain cell. It's just moving faster. Monster addiction, more like mommy addiction. Ryu, you can't just say that. You can't just call me out like that. I mean, sure, it's the truth, but still. Love you, Ahty, but remember, we have 5 raids tonight. Yes, I know. But holy heck, let me join voice.
My heels.
I'm gonna turn that off.
Because the quest turn-in is in here anyway.
Ahty.
What?
Hi.
What?
Hi.
You know where else there's a quest turn-in? My mom.
I'm gonna take a moment to deal with Bio before.
I'm mad that all 3 of us made that reference. I don't even watch that show.
Why not?
Regular show's a classic.
You're honestly, Poji, you're missing out.
Regular show's a classic.
It really is. Muscle
I was
Ahty.
more a fan of
Animated
Gumball.
Parks and Rec.
What? Okay, Tozu. Gumball was a special kind of unhinged.
I love Gumball.
Gumball is
love
really
it,
good,
yeah.
yeah. Oh my god.
There's just like a surprising amount of random shows during that era that were just so good.
Yeah, like Gumball was like the message, the episode I really loved that had me like literally I was dying was the one about the privilege.
The check your privilege.
Just, like check your privilege one. I was like, what the fuck? And then there was also one where like one of the characters was a potato, and like Gumball couldn't stop eating like different kinds of potatoes like in front of him, like French fries and mashed potatoes and shit.
Amazing. One of my personal favorites is where I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. The dad like gets a job and ruins the universe.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay, so I've never actually watched Gumball, but I know of a few famous episodes, like the Check Your Privilege, and one of the ones I like was with the Chinese knockoff cartoon.
Yes.
I don't remember that one.
I don't watch it either, but there were some clips that I remember was the balloon taking an eggplant in its hole.
Okay, and with that, we start the stream.
The one where the kids are
And VOD starts.
We gotta do 5 reads today.
Yeah,
existential
and VOD
horror.
starts now.
Everyone else got to reminisce and talk, and now I don't get to talk.
Go for it,
No, you
Poachy.
mentioned
Go for it.
Balloon Hole.
The ones where the kids were having existential horror about the fact that the adults could not understand technology, and they all could vote.
Yeah, and
Where like they were putting whiteout on their computer screen to fix a typo.
Oh God.
And then the
Yeah,
one that I
that
really
one.
liked was the one where I forget the girl that Gumball liked when she came out of her shell, and her parents are like, "Oh, she's hideous," and he's like, "You're awful parents. Why would you say that about your own daughter?"
I vaguely remember that one. That one was really good.
All right, Ahty, time to read.
All right, time to talk to her.
And Ahty's instantly dead. Alright, floor tank initiated.
Ahty is IRL
Floor
footage.
tank initiated.
But on a more serious note, I'm going to talk to. Rising Advent, hello, welcome. My darkest suspicions have been realized. We face the keyword of Asphodelos himself. Tozu has ruined that word for me, and no, I will not tell you why. More than that revelation, however, Ericthonios worries me. He loved Hesperos for his compassion, but received naught but scorn from whatever the keyword has become. He has said little since our return. I only hope that the shock of recent events does not prove to be a death knell for his resolve. I pronounce it Themis, like penis. I'm sure y'all really wanted to know that. But no, it was the word asphodelos that I was referring to. We had a big discussion about how it would be pronounced, based on the original Greek, and Ahty gave up after a while and just said it's pronounced. It's been that ever since. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Much as I am loath to disturb Ericthonios so soon after what has just occurred, I am afraid circumstances do not afford us the luxury of time. Perhaps it will do him well to speak about recent events, concerning both the keyword and his father. Poor guy. The creation of the ward which surrounds Pandaemonium was an astounding feat of magical prowess. A feat accomplished by none other than La Habrea. That both my father and I can bind others in chains is perhaps the only thing that we have in common. Ah, so it is true. Hi, I'm La Habrea's son, bereft of his talent for magics, or his brilliant mind, but his son nonetheless. Surely this doesn't come entirely as a surprise to you. Nay, I had an inkling when you said you had practiced ethereal shackles since childhood. Assuming you haven't been employed here quite that long, it had to indicate some long-held connection with La Habrea. 'Twas La Habrea that taught me how to cast ethereal shackles, but that was it. My further education was overseen by the wards of La Habrea, more specifically my mother, who was a researcher here. You did speak of Athena, chief key ward before La Habrea. She is your mother, yes? Oh shit. How astute. I can see now why you were chosen to lead this investigation. You've the right of it. Athena was my mother, and it was she who invited me to join her here. La Habrea had nothing to do with it. I see there is a little love lost between you two. What I cannot see is why La Habrea was appointed chief key ward when another was already in place. Was in place. My mother is no longer with us. And La Habrea was all too eager to assume her responsibilities, but nary a moment spared to mourn her. What love do I owe him now, when he offered not one drop of compassion then? Good point. Ah, I see. She is no longer with us, an expression to convey the end of a life. I have known only the public face of La Habrea, while he is lauded for his ability to maintain composure in the face of unnerving circumstances. I must admit that oft he comes across as cold. Apologies. But can we speak of something else? This topic isn't an easy one for me to discuss. Of course. There are more pressing matters at hand, after all. Namely, how to deal with Hesperos. We have yet to see the other warders. Judging by what we know, we can surmise that Hesperos has confined them somewhere beyond our grasp. And now that he is aware of our presence, he will be preparing for our next encounter. We cannot expect to face him on equal footing. Quite the opposite, in fact. Every moment we spend chasing after the creations is another moment Hesperos can contrive another advantage for himself. The wisest course would be to find him first and foremost. He said that he has become one with the creations. Perhaps that means he is vulnerable to internment? In theory, that should be possible. However, it is enough merely to confine him, after all he has done. I need to know why. I need to know what drove him to forsake everything he's worked for. Was it all truly so he could serve his master? To my mind, he's merely put La Habrea's own work at risk in trade for some nebulous power. La Habrea is the chief key ward of Pandaemonium. How would throwing it into disarray win his favor? It doesn't make any sense. I share your curiosity, but we must consider that our enemy has us at a disadvantage in every sense. What do you think? Should we seek to put him in fetters, or would it be too dangerous to allow him quarter? I want answers too. Daring as ever, I see. I know not which trials you have faced in your past, but to see you so certain is all the convincing I need. Very well. Let us try Eric Thonios' plan. Thank you, Ahty. I believe I can shed some light on the nature of our foe. When Hesperos spoke with us, I noticed he bore the telltale fangs of the Vrykolakas, a beast which feeds off the ether of its prey. Likely that is the creation Hesperos merged his essence with. Now we know all too well that he can change the environment around himself at will. The battle will not be an easy one, but I believe in our victory. Back to voice.
Imagine being
August
Ahty.
5th.
Wow,
Oh,
that
that's
being on
quick.
tech with hot.
Oh shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks from now.
That's next week.
What's up?
End of next week.
What's up?
That was 2 weeks. 2 weeks!
I'm ready to play Castlevania.
Are you ready?
Okay, tells you just start it before Ahty can get carried away.
Yep.
Too late.
Yeah, but before Ahty gets everyone talking.
I will.
check.
Well, don't hit confirm if you're not ready.
It's not
Maybe-
before Circle Savage.
Maybe hold back a little bit on the noises, please.
I rest in my bed between rays.
Oh, sorry about. Sorry if I, sorry about the choking noise.
Noise.
Got autistics that we need to.
Maybe I should get me some Heavy Theos.
OTC, Hemitheos.
What is a man?
That's fine with me.
Good.
So
All right.
I'm gonna do the next thing.
The music, though.
I'm got guys.
What do you mean now? Wait, why did he hit you?
Not because I'm second tank.
No, it's a tank buster that specifically targets second tank.
No, you stole my aggro.
No.
He has pants on.
Oh! Get away from the curtain.
There's nothing behind the curtain. You can get bit.
Just retitle my face.
In the hole.
What, you got a problem with holes?
Gosh, I love holes.
I don't know what that is, but I want to be away from it.
It looks delicious, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, Charlie's dead.
Hi, Charlie.
Okay, so the spikes are a
Sarah.
real thing.
Yeah, look at
The spikes are a real thing.
No shit.
Spikes, I see. Oh, so
Not they were on the wall like the ones outside. Because
No. No. There is to death.
No.
Burn it. Burn it faster.
someone gonna get Charlie?
Out of dead.
I don't like
Steal
that.
my aggro. I want it now.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. That was not
There
enough
you go. Now you
time.
have it back.
Oh, okay, I'm wiping.
I was trying to pop arm's length.
Yeah.
Charlie,
No. No.
Charlie, blow action self-destruct yourself now.
Rip.
We go again.
Alright, gimme.
What a friggin' cheetah.
Okay, but you don't need to say it 10 times every time.
Take it.
No, you have to say it until the fans go through. That works.
What's the sense?
No? Yeah, sometimes there's a reason the other thing may have their stance on. Because that's...
Mine is on because if you die, it goes to you.
Yeah, those are just wants to be ready. No, it's still on you.
Trying to do more DPS.
I guess it's a bit harder to use Proto-Carbuncle.
Oh no, Vera has to remember to use one of her skills.
Oh no. Can we
one,
not do
get
this
away.
right now?
Ahty did not get away.
I didn't realize I was supposed to get away. I figured it was gonna push me into the spikes again.
That was the other one.
Alright, now I know, and knowing's half the battle.
Exactly. Now you're smarter than you were 5 seconds ago, as the saying goes.
That is the bit.
G.I. Joe.
The other half is red lasers and blue lasers.
What is that?
Yes.
Why is it like purpling?
I think that's an indicator of what the next one is gonna be. Yeah, it's the source of it.
This is the
I want
push.
to be close to this one.
This is the push from last time.
Oh, it's gushing water into the air that then falls down. Dang.
Yeah. I think whatever the hazard is on the ground is an indicator of what the effect
Ghost
is.
viewer, that's the thing where you just...
Everybody gets a fail.
I don't think he cares about laws anymore at this point.
Oh, fuck. Fudge!
Okay, so we gotta pay attention to which is which, I guess.
Queso. I love queso.
A lightning tank from the floor.
Okay, so this one is get close.
Pushy, pushy.
The green one.
We've not seen the green one yet, so I don't know.
Will likely be poison.
Oh, this is spread
I
out.
don't know.
Now it's a spread, so
Following me.
then
The lightning is get away, get away.
Okay, so that was just a split thing.
Okay.
Because I'm facing south.
So now we know how each of the things works. You know, they did say that he had the power to manipulate these halls, and I guess that's
Yeah.
what's going on.
we'll make the blood. The lonely poise.
Stop getting your rolls.
No, this is
Get your rolls. Okay. I'm
No, not your rolls. Not your rolls.
Not your roll.
Not your rolls. Not your rolls. Not your rolls.
Okay, perfect. Gosh, I hate rolls.
Decollation. This is a raid wide.
Those are no holes. Got it. Candy holes.
Every roll is a goal.
Nose holes.
West Holy Ship, so he's gonna go that way.
Son of a bitch!
Okay, so get
Oh, it's like Nero all over again. It's Nero, but he actually hit for damage.
West Holy Ship, he's doing it same side. Oh, but this is cape, not sword. What does that mean?
Shit, it means I'm dead.
Yeah.
back.
Cape is a punch.
He's blowing it away with like a
Fuck this guy. Fuck this shit. Dude, that was fucking cheap.
Okay, hold on.
Just saying.
Oh, I said 1 second, but okay. Guess we're going.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
adjust my settings a bit, but
You can adjust your settings. You have time.
Okay, so
Do it for like a while.
all right, so I'm just gonna say that like maybe it's a good idea if we do a ready check every single time.
yeah.
I think that might be a good idea, just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, if we do already check one, then we do it every single time.
Okay, a lot of people in first in the back. So the middle of the arena.
I was joking,
Lightning get away.
but also it hasn't started doing it.
Lightning get away.
Now it's doing it. Now it is.
Lightning get away. Lightning get away. Lightning get away. Lightning get away.
Hey, be delayed.
I think I do that with my papers and my printer sometimes.
What, immolation?
No, decollation. So the collating.
So this is
Oh,
what we
okay.
want. This is the one where we want to try to stand as close to the middle as possible.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like, there's collating and then there's decollating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna decollate your papers.
You know what else I'm gonna decollate? My mom.
Choose not to take that back. Now we turn this the correct direction. You turned yourself the wrong direction and all of you. I don't want to take damage though.
Feel buddy. Nice.
Get out.
So we got no damage.
Alright, all three good. I think it was water first last time.
That might be different.
For you, it's coins.
Just walk or whichever one pops.
Well, electric first, back away.
Getting close.
As they spread out.
Spread out. Spread out.
Shit. I ran into the spikes accidentally.
And now we get close.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. There's like an actual long tail on it. The blood ring is a grave light. Yeah.
This
I like
is
to take
where
damage, but not in your hole, not in your hole.
but we'll also all of them have to be filled, I think.
Yeah. Great damage to your side. But get behind the sword will be
Or close to the cage.
right in front of it.
Sucker. I guess we can.
Western leadership.
It's big toes, as long as you're standing side by.
Right.
So what do we do with the next one?
Okay, close.
No, stand in front of
It's a knockback.
directly in front of you.
Perfect.
Or just dirt down. Like, yeah.
North, okay, it's a sword, stand next to it.
Or he's gonna go send first on his own.
Blood rake again.
I choose not to take damage.
What's wrong with
That
that?
falls.
Balls?
I think, oh,
Pass it to someone who has
Okay,
a
so
DPS.
someone that's not a tank has to take my ball. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
this ball because it's for a DPS.
That's what you got. You got to take someone else's ball. Share the balls.
Don't get more than 3 though.
Grab someone else's balls.
Got
And
it.
I was seeing that it was the same symbol on my ball. I'm like, oh, that's going to kill me on impact.
Make sure to grab someone else's balls.
I could say so many things right now.
Grab my balls.
Oh shit.
No safe place to stand.
The spikes will help you. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm out of sleep.
Oh, fire. We have a
Fire,
fourth
dude.
one.
What does fire do?
Let's kill him. Find out.
Blood racing. I need that even. I get to kill you. LB.
We'll make do, and then we won't have to worry about
I
the
got it.
fire.
I got it.
Oh, snap.
That's good to know.
Could be worse.
Oh, that's
Could
it?
be worse.
Wait, that's it?
Hell yeah, GG. GG. Wish.com Dracula.
Come on. Give the man his dignity.
Nosferatu is the minion.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Time for everyone to roll on the minion.
Son of a bitch. Why do I always roll fucking low on the minion? That's so stupid.
Because you're the
Who got
streamer.
Who got it?
Not me.
You already had it, so I left.
Is that right? You rolled 88? Is that right? Oh wow, Ahty really did roll terrible. 13? Really?
I always roll fucking terrible on that shit. Always.
You gotta
Without
use the
fail.
loaded dice.
What is this?
Hey, Ahty.
What?
Exit.
Yeah? This isn't my first
Cutscene.
rodeo, buddy.
Cutscene.
Yeah?
Cutscene.
Are you getting a... Are you... Are you in a hurry?
Yeah. 3, 2, 5 raids.
I get it, but like... I can handle it, thanks. Now, Themis, we end this here. Fools, I will not be put in chains. To think that I would fall before one such as you. Perhaps I should have treated you as more than a mere nuisance. Despite your victory, you shall never have the knowledge you seek. The secrets of my transformation, the secrets of my deception, they shall return to the star with me. You're wasting your breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now. Surely you can see that. Yes, yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet, however. Although I have failed, my end shall be on my terms. I remain loyal to my very last. Come what may, I die with dignity. How did your ambition lead you so astray, Hesperos? You were better than that. Your star shone more brightly than any other in Pandaemonium. You had La Habre's respect, his trust. What more did you seek? That you would forsake all that and sully your legacy besides. He became so blinded by his own desires that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plans lie in tatters. I fail to see any dignity in that. Even so, I would have liked to know why he chose this path. Hesperos' infatuation with your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was jealous that fate had chosen you, and not him, to be La Habrea's son. So terrible did this jealousy become that he sought verboten power, power that La Habrea would be unable to ignore. How does a pursuit for respect warp one's heart so? How does infatuation with one person turn into contempt for everyone else? I've never heard of such a thing. It's not as uncommon as you might think. I see. I admit I cannot but find it vexing. But perhaps that signifies naught but my own capacity for bitterness. I do understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times, a person who you trust to guide you true. How is it so desperate? How it is to desperately wish their light would fall upon you again? But we have spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There are the living to consider. We must find the other warders and round up what remaining creations forthwith. Of that, at least, we can be certain. Angel, welcome on in. Could I get a shout out for Angel Tazdevil, please? What a heckin' sweetheart. I believe I can be of help in that matter. The influence of Hesperos' magic is fading throughout Asphodelos. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facilities and restore things to their original state. Seize control? Can you really do that? What? What is this presence? Erchthonios, what lies beyond that threshold? That's the passage which connects Asphodelos to Abyssos. Aye. Be on your guard, you two. Now that Asphodelos is free of obstructions, I can more easily sense the disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Abyssos. Warding sigil. How? Let us return to the gates for now. I should like to appraise the situation from there. Needless to say, our investigation is far from over. I've got an ad break that's on deck, so I think I'm going to take that real quick.
Sure, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. So, folks, I got to take a 3-minute ad break, just so we don't get interrupted in all this. So, get up out of your chairs, stretch those wiggies, get yourself a drinky and a snack, and I'll meet you right back here in exactly 3 minutes. BRB. Alright, we're back. Let me hop back into voice here.
Lines in front of Phasma's capes, which could look kind of cool.
Okay, I'm back.
Look your house. Welcome back.
Do you want me to just pick up this quest and keep going?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, we'll do. Boop! And I almost forgot about cinnamon mode. Alright, give me a sec. Although we have defeated Hesperos, it appears we have but scratched the surface of Pandaemonium's troubles. My head is still swimming with questions. But could this mean that Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? It is a stark possibility, yes. The root of the crisis may lie somewhere much deeper than even Abyssos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague and that your senses were muddled. I believe this was more than the result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. It is possible that this same magic could have poisoned Hesperos' heart, twisting his affection for La Habrea into a burning obsession. Then, in his altered state, he was made an offer of power he could not refuse. Wait, are you suggesting that someone else turned Hesperos into that thing? If so, it stands to reason that they wouldn't stop at him. Indeed, our mysterious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments, for more potential hemathioi. If what you're saying is true, then my colleagues, they're doomed to share the same fate as Hesperos. Do not lose heart yet, Ericthonius. Hesperos challenged us alone, and that tells me that the process of his creation was a long and taxing one. If he was the first Hemathios, then the rest of the warders are likely still alive. However, much as I would like to hasten deeper into Pandaemonium, the way forward is sealed off. We must focus our efforts on finding a way through. With the creation still having free reign of Asphodelos, that won't be easy. On the contrary, I yet retain control of these circles, and thus can wield internment magic within their halls at will. The creatures will pose no threat to us. Just like that? Then nothing's stopping us from returning order to Asphodelos? Just so. I shall require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement. However, you are Asphodelos' sole remaining warder, after all. Truth be told, I did not expect this investigation to become so involved. Of course, I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help, but... Do you mean to send a report to La Habrea? It is too soon to say. Let us first find a way into Abyssos. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of the other warders and the identity of the party responsible for their disappearance. Agreed. Even so, if it means saving even a single life within Pandaemonium, then I'm not above asking La Habrea for help, should it come to that. Recent discoveries certainly paint Hesperos' actions in a new light. The number of unknown elements in this investigation grows, and we must proceed forward with the utmost caution. To that end, Ericthonios and I shall remain here for the time being. Much as I enjoy your company, I do not believe we shall be needing protection so long as we remain in Asphodelos. You should take this time to rest. Surely you are weary, and there may be more battles ahead of us. Themis's burdens may grow heavier in your absence, but he's shown that he's more than capable to bear it. Still, I would help wheresoever I'm able. All we've achieved so far has been thanks to you two, and I mean to repay the debt I owe. I don't know what use I can be outside of placating the creatures, but I'll find a way. Nonsense. You owe us nothing. It was thanks to your knowledge of the magics which govern this place that we were able to come this far. Elsewise, we would have likely succumbed to the hippocampus's assault. Each of us has survived at this dire pass by separate paths, but it is only by combining our respective expertise that we will reach the end of it and see Pandaemonium saved. Thank you, Themis. Hesperos's words seem to have affected me more than I realize. Together we've come this far, and together we'll reach the end. I have no doubt we will. Even so, let us allow Ahty her rest. Besides, you have someone awaiting a report on your progress, yes? I dare say your story will be much more than they ever imagined. Claudian in Aporia. Okay, who do I need to talk to over here? Oh, shit. Wrong keyboard. Okay, there's Nemgigi, Rusanod. Okay. At the Professor's behest, we have kept our reports on recent events as vague as we can manage. Even if we wish to do otherwise, not much of note has transpired here as late. Professor Claudian has tasked me with recording the ethereal signatures of each and every crystal in his recent orders. As a holy assistant, I'm honored to be given such an enormous and monumental assignment. Welcome, Ahty. Back from the past, none the worse for wear, I see. So what did you find? So there is evil afoot in Pandaemonium, an already ominous place, I must say. Mythic beasts and missing warders. Truly, we are fortunate to see you return to us in one piece. It appears the voice Ahty heard from the crystal spoke the truth. As for who left it behind and why, those are yet questions to be answered. Indeed, it could be someone who lived among the ancients. Or it could be someone trying to avert a tragedy from the future. Much remains shrouded in mystery. Yet ilm by ilm we shall unveil that mystery. With the help of Ahty, of course. By her actions was the fabric of the past reshaped, yet she returns to the same present she left. Which can only mean one thing, that her intervention in Pandaemonium's crisis is but one of the countless building blocks of history upon which our present has been built. There is no telling what consequences would arise if we stopped pursuing this matter now. Whatever plot is unraveling within Pandaemonium, we must not let it reach its conclusion. If one of those creatures should escape, what ripples would carry forth to the future? They might wreak havoc upon the world of the ancients, and their despair would leave an indelible mark upon history's pages. That despair would only feed the terrible beasts that arose during the final days. The first final days already had a drastic effect on the eons that followed. If the scars it left were made even deeper, then we risk losing our present entirely. Whatever the cost, our connection with the future of Elpis must be preserved. I know I have asked much of you already, but can I count on you to continue your work in Pandaemonium? Your tireless efforts are much appreciated. If there is aught we can do to ease your burden, you need only say the word. Speaking of which, might you return the crystal into our keeping? While we cannot accompany you into the past, perhaps something can be gained by researching it further. Ah, it shines just as splendidly as the day we met. We shall begin work right away, but I cannot promise any meaningful results for some time. And as matters in Elpis seem to be in a similar state, I must ask that you rest. But before that, allow me to make an introduction. As our research moves into its critical stage, I found it only suitable to recruit another assistant. My Lenny is an expert in armaments from throughout history. Be they from the far-flung past or made in the most modern forges, should you find aught of interest in your adventure, bring it here and she will be glad to offer her services. We know researchers in numerous fields that would love to get their hands on artifacts from bygone eras, and would give you goods in return that should aid you in the trials ahead. Furthermore, if you ever wish to peruse the records of events you have reported here, Namgigi has been taking faithful and thorough notes. She is at your complete disposal. I sense that we have embarked upon something monumental, something that will dwarf all else I have accomplished in my many years of research. I can think of no greater honor nor reassurance than to have your capable assistance in this endeavor. If there is anything to be found that will contribute to your success, we shall find it. We shall not rest until we have unlocked the mysteries of this crystal, and you will be the first to know when we do. Alright, there we go. Let's see. That's ominous. Ahty! I've made a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say, Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course. My apologies, Ahty. Being consumed by my research for so long, I am afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning, with a crystal set adrift upon ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from Pandaemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions, Themis and Erechthonios, was sufficient to restore order to the circles of Asphodelos. But the greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandaemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Ahty grace us with her protection? I'm afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Rosanod, namely to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandaemonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears the time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion, in case there are any unanticipated changes. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. You can't mean... Do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why, yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of my laboratory in my absence. I bet you it's Sid. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard, much as it spoke only to you last time. None but the professor has been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Surely after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for this crystal seemed to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, Ahty, it may be best to return to Pandaemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandaemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There is something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creatures confined within Pandaemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to their shackles. And if we know anything about the ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. Brilliant. Delving into these records may shed light on creatures Ahty has yet to encounter, if your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only her strength to carry the day. For your own sake as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. Speak with the archivist at Peripatia Crystalline. How do you even say that word? Wow.
Wow.
You say it.
Yeah, I guess, like, yeah, we gotta meet with the archivist at...
What, at the Peripatia Crystalline?
Yes.
What?
You just keep reading, and when we get to that spot, just stop talking, and then you say the one word.
I'm just gonna substitute in there.
Go ahead.
Whenever Ahty hits
yeah.
the word they can't pronounce, it's just.
It's just.
We can't all say
We've
it.
already got the guy in. We got to go to the guy at the.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that will get annoying.
Yeah, we
Oh,
get
don't
it.
forget to teleport to.
Oh, you mean Point Oikos?
Oh, you say that one.
Well, it is technically, but I've been practicing that one.
No.
Practice the other.
Not to take away from the funny Greek talk real quick, but
Well, what?
that noise does kind of get to me.
Oh, okay.
Perpetea your crystal.
All right. So instead of that, I'm just gonna represent a word I can't pronounce as.
Really good work.
Oh.
Just speak New York to it, or New Jersey to it. Your choice.
That's a weird fish gorilla. Okay, that's nice.
A frilla.
A faux rilla.
A garish.
A grish.
Gorilla of the woods.
It's the gorilla of the waters.
You wanted a gabagool.
It's a gabagoo. All right, here's the archivist. All right, I'm gonna read. Ah, I did not expect to meet you here, of all places. You seek records of Pandaemonium's creations? Master Themis has just finished perusing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandaemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Eric Thonios' capacity to keep watch over Asphodelos while I'm away. He works diligently to master internment, and he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter, more idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he has agreed to meet us near the naos of Pandaemonium. Alright, I think everybody is flying in that direction. I think I'm going to do the same. I think I'm flying in the correct direction? Maybe. No, I'm not. That's funny. There we go. Okay. I really like those blue trees. Those look really cool. Smurf trees. What's up, Chocobo Butt? What? As I have pondered our expedition into Pandaemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be good or ill. Hesperos and Erichthonios were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looked to his father with bald hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions toward a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude towards my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself, it is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandaemonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling of approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the Words of La Habrea. My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Thamus. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandaemonium and wish to know more and wish to know of its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandaemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first I thought it to be a simple matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the Words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited, information, I cannot but feel the Academia Enidir would have been a more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandaemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmised, the majority of the creations kept within Pandaemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet, as the years passed, interests changed. Failures and creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandaemonium's researchers. That is quite the change, and in fact, it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be the subject of research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the Chief Keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandaemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? I don't know what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit, as of late, their communication has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the keywards stating that all is well within Pandaemonium's halls. Really? And you are certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communications suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my pride. Then I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary. All is well. A blatant lie. And to that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandaemonium without haste. It's over here somewhere. Ooh, now things are getting interesting.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. As soon as I heard all as well, I was like, wow, that is a lie.
That's a fucking lie.
Right? Alright, I'm gonna fly.
I'm just amazed you lived without flying for this long.
Well, I mean, like, I still prefer to walk. I really do.
Can't blame Ahty too much. Sometimes I do prefer to walk.
RP walk to everywhere.
Let's Tozu, let's not get too hasty. All right,
Hasty.
Well, I'm tasty, I read. I cannot guess as to why the false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Ericthonios at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. Practicing. Get it? Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? Holy crap! Lanran, holy heck! Welcome on in. How was your stream? Tell us all about it. Just chatting. Just chatting. Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it. Did you have a good time? It looked like you were having a good time. I noticed some familiar faces in there. I saw Mashu Kitty. Is Mashu kicking around too? Zaya, hello, welcome on in. But holy heck, Lanran, tell us all about it. It was good. Playing some Game-Idle? And then Gunstar Heroes. Hell yeah. See, I popped in and I was watching while I was inhaling a sandwich. And like when I first popped in, like your long ran, your super long like bird neck thing was like caught me so off guard, like I almost snarfed my sandwich. It's so good. I might have to drop you a line and figure out how you did that, if you don't mind sharing, because I might do something similar. But y'all in my chat, go follow Lanran. Lanran is a good hacker, a real good hacker. Super funny, but also cozy, and like y'all would have like just like a really good time. I know I've raided Lanran a number of times, and like I know y'all will have a really good time over there. So definitely go follow and watch. Lanran is chef kiss, absolutely. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games, and tonight we're doing some raiding. We're doing the Pandaemonium raids, and we're about to embark on the second group of them. Abyssos, I think, is what it is. And this is going to be a good time. I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I've been through it. But holy heck. And the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free to kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless, though, you're heckin' welcome here and you're valid. Have fun. Sure, I can do my best. It was weird messing around in Unity while trying to export the model to a VRM. Neck extended, and I said, just export that real quick. I want to see what that does. Interesting. Okay. I'm following it because you mentioned Gunstar Heroes. Hell yeah. Pandaemonium raids. Wee woo. Gosh. So, okay, so you did it. So, Lanran, you did it with Unity. Okay, that's good to know. I know I use Vignon, and I know Vignon, you can do certain things with certain, I don't know if you can do them with, like, Visemes, but I know there's certain blend shapes that you can manipulate, like, with node graphs in Vignon. So I might try it that way. I think it's just grabbing the neck fizz bone and moving it up. Interesting. Okay. I might see what I can do in Vignon. Do you use Vignon at all, Lanran? Because if you do, I mean, if I'm able to do that in Vignon, I could probably share that info with you too if you want. But holy heck, folks, thank you so much for the raid. And thank you so much for popping in. And Lanran, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna keep reading here. We're getting to the good shit. I haven't, but I should probably switch to something new. I was thinking of Warudo. Okay. Before you switch to Warudo, definitely give Vignon a look and give it a decent try. I was considering Warudo, but then when I tried Vignon, I was like, nope, I'm happy with this. But of course, like definitely try shit out. That's what this is all about. I know this creature. A familiar of the Phoenix. But the monster is locked away. That it is. In spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add, begrudge me before addressing you in this ill-fitting form, if you must. But with control of Asphodelos wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can afford you. Hide, if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there is no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course, the wisdom of La Habrea, your father. And how would you know about what wisdom he speaks? I have heard those words many times, the scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. I'll be lurking. Have a good Final Fantasy 14. I shall. Thank you so much again, Lanran. Thank you so much. No. I've not told that to anyone. Not even Keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last, you move to keep up. Pity that you remain behind, nevertheless. What? As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandaemonium's great experiment. There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What? What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you? Uninvited guests join our reunion. It seems fortune no longer favors you. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. So these are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain they are worthier subjects to contend with. Interesting. Just what was that familiar after? Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar, creation, and keyword alike. Eric Thonio seems to have quite the story to tell. Perhaps we should lend an ear? Mr. Barbecue, hello! And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the Convocation and the Words, his relatively minor role as Chief Keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the La Habrea I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Dude was a dick. La Habrea is capable of far more than you know. Is he? So you believe La Habrea to be a man of few scruples if it brings his goals closer to in reach? Oh yeah. That alone should be enough. But let me assure you, La Habrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be the one to let emotions stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seemed guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandaemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Habrea, or whomever is behind this, is likely to spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandaemonium. We can safely assume that other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Erichthonios' side, in case our enemies think to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. Right. Okay, so I've got a little bit over 20 minutes until my next ad break. I think it's
We got this.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think it's wise that I take the ad break beforehand?
Oh, you could.
Oh, we could if we wipe or something like that, we could just take a pause and do an ad break.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that sounds fair.
I don't think the fight should take 20 minutes.
Nah.
Assuming only one win.
Okay. Okay. I've got some snoozes saved up anyway, so yeah, okay, let's do it. Okay.
We're doing it.
We're doing it live.
Where was my ready check?
You don't need a ready check for joining the race.
I need a ready check for resting my leg.
Well, there'll be a cutscene that plays. Don't worry about it. You have a little time.
Uh-oh. My favorite music, Final Fantasy. Proto-Carbuncle, that's interesting.
Excuse me?
That's my dog.
This is the T-Rex turns into a chicken situation.
Yeah, essentially.
I'm turning the music up.
Yeah, turn the music up.
I always wondered where this fight came into.
Oh, the slow mode sucks.
Hang on 1 second before you pull. Don't pull yet.
No one
that's,
pulled.
that's why I'm gonna do this. I'm doing this.
All right, I'm not ready yet.
Okay.
I did already check, but it didn't go off for some
I'll do
reason.
another one in 5 minutes.
Just give me a second. Let's see, BGM, I'm at 58.
16.
Oh, you can type /BGM 100.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna put it up to 100. That's really fucking loud on my stream.
You can put it to whatever number you want, Ahty.
Yeah.
BGM/BGM space and then the number you want it set to.
I get it, but
Yeah.
if I don't know what my volume is starting at, I don't really have a frame of reference now, do I?
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit apply.
Willing to bet that this radial is going to matter.
Oh, these 8 lines on the floor? Nah.
All right,
There are
I'm good.
lines on the floor.
And I definitely would not assume that these
Alright.
odd conical shapes here are going to mean
Good, Barra?
anything there. That'd be strange.
Yep.
Let's go.
So,
All right.
I ask again.
Let's go.
oh,
I already
We
did a
just
ready
did a
check.
ready check, we're good.
You just ready up.
We just did a ready check.
Yeah.
Do we want to make it? Do we want to make it a third time, just to be sure?
give it like we gotta be sure.
We're waiting on you.
Okay, go.
Okay.
I actually do remember this fight.
What's kind of funny is like I've been in love with the soundtrack of this. The actual version of there's a different. This song is so good.
Oh, we're separated.
Yep.
I'm walking across this line. Oh, it bounces back.
It's not too
It's a
bad.
mirror. So it's not a wall. It's a mirror. You can walk through it just fine. It won't hurt you.
Yep.
Topaz stones.
Are we fighting 3 times in there?
Do we need to destroy those?
We don't have
They
fighters.
destroy themselves.
Okay.
Ruby glow. Did I have to put down the mirror again? Putting down the mirror. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, these are a mirror. You can walk through them fine. They won't hurt you. I'm gonna not be in the same area. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that's how that was gonna go. Yeah, I thought Searing ray. Okay, that's gonna flash out in front of it, I think. Yeah.
Shit.
Same as before. It's gonna try and kill me. I'm gonna say no. Like, how is this a raid line? That looks pretty raid line.
getting angry.
Hit. Oh shit, it's got that behemoth build. Okay.
Oh,
This is the fun part.
In an event. We're about to be dropped into the astral arc.
This is the first transition. The top ropes.
Yep. Down we go.
Did you just suplex a train?
Oh, it's eating its own.
He's hungry.
Fuck. My
I think
phone.
that's an indicator that we should be careful of the tongue.
Why? Well, I should find out. Ruby Glow is gonna put down mirrors. What kind of stone? Okay, don't be in the same sector as the stone. Alright, there's one sector that's safe. Get to it. How do I know? What? He's gonna poison me? Yeah,
I got the. Give me a page. Yeah, enjoy your page. Nice and strong.
barriers in the gameplay. I'm coming out of this farm. I like this farm.
Next.
Sonic Owl. Yay. But there's no mirror, you just have to not stand near them.
Some are sickly and green.
Whoa, that's getting bigger. Get the tank buster away from me. Okay, perfect.
Sorry,
All right.
I was afeared.
Let's put that there.
What the hell is that?
Oh, I see.
Remember?
Okay.
Or he's going to attack.
Ow, fuck.
I am so dead.
Oh no, I'm getting ate. He ate me.
Yum.
Well, everyone alive goes into the belly.
Everyone who got hit goes to the belly. Got it.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, at least this is gonna give you a long period of safety.
So does Jeff.
Getting Tozu up.
How many got to go?
Get Charlie up if you can.
Focus on healing everyone.
I'm getting Charlie.
Yeah, just saying next res target is Charlie.
Okay, now I'm gonna put the rest round. Buy some time by creating locals and changes.
Don't worry, Charlie, they'll
This side.
can go through.
This side. Oh, we're losing
Yeah.
Vera.
Vera's desync. This is why Tozu has stance on.
Hateable.
Time. Good for them. I'll switch my priority point to Tulu.
Creatures, I'm getting you up.
Thank you.
Audio.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Over here.
Yep, okay.
Spread out.
Game. Attempting to get back in.
Nope.
Stack on me, please.
I'm dead already. Okay.
You may have to do this twice. That's not what I meant.
I know, I see what you mean.
It's gonna go.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It won't kick you from the party. I've had this happen to me recently with my own
Well,
internet.
we'll
Will not
get
take you
it
from the party.
or get disconnected.
Oh,
Well, no, lap, don't finish it until I get back in.
If you're still
There?
here,
yeah. What's up in this
you're still here.
Before I get in.
I don't have any control about that.
Listen, Vera is still here, so Vera keys. We have to kind of slow down a bit until Vera reconnects.
You explicitly have control over the rate at which you die by pressing the damage button.
Okay, now Barrow's gone. We need to get behind him.
Well, too late for me. I was too far away.
Same.
I'm not dead yet, though.
Up the
All you have to do is stop dealing damage and it'll be okay.
Isn't there eventually a point that it just rages?
If you hit the enrage, that's fine. Because otherwise we have to do it again anyway.
It's not savage. I'm not faster than rage.
Get on this side, over here.
Yep.
Charlie, everyone.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Boji. I was still too late at that. Yeah, see, you're not out. You're not out.
I was worried and I didn't want
I know, but I literally been through this.
GG. What a cool fight, actually. Hell yeah.
I got rezzed and I had to fucking like the act of rezzing me kicked me from the game.
That's kind of silly.
Jeez, Vera. You die when you die, and you die when you get rest.
Well, maybe if someone didn't holy spam so much.
I didn't holy spam this time.
I think that, like, we should probably just not stress about it too much. It's done.
I'm not stressing, I'm literally cracking jokes.
Yeah, we're joking.
There is no bad blood here.
It's teasing.
I get it, but it's probably like, I don't know. This is live, so I mean,
Yeah? You good?
well, I'm kind of, I'll be. This is a discussion we should probably have not on stream.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
progress. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Erchthonios and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Were the circumstances different? I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long, but I believe we can forego introductions, unless I have misread you? La Habrea. Passively perceptive. Yes, I am La Habrea of the Configation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Ugh, what is this? Now, this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides. If it is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Erechthonios' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Erechthonios. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Erechthonios, wait! There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the complication, and would never suffer its denigration. You sully his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Imposter. You have no right to claim that form, that mask. What? Who? It was a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right? Any worth you may have hinges on what Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Erechthonios, listen well. I am Hephaestos, and it is I whom you should call father. What in the name of creation? We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order. Elidibus, let us return to safety so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the La Habrea I know. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the Convocation and emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. I had a feeling. Your perceptiveness does not surprise me. When the time comes, it shall make my explanation all the easier to understand. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please, help him. Save him. Alrighty. Before I pick up this next one, I'm gonna do an ad break.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty, folks. I already took one snooze. So yeah, I'm gonna do that ad break now. So get up out of your chairs, stretch those weggies, grab yourself a drinky and a snack, and I'll meet y'all back here in exactly 3 minutes. BRB. Alright, we're back. I'm gonna do some reading. Here. Okay. So much stuff going on. Oh my god. I still don't understand. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. Such a vexing composition of ether you possess. As you are aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azem and I detected irregularities in Pandaemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. Just smart. I am sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save the story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azem nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world a guiding star so similar to herself was out there amused Azem to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vanna, who held the position of Azem previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I know I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. That is fucking awesome. That is fucking rad as hell. Not gonna lie. There we go. They didn't really change what they said. I admit my own grasp on what just occurred is somewhat tenuous. Doubtless La Habrea can elucidate matters for us. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke to La Habrea, and truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea? And why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandaemonium. Do you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azem and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was. Don't forget, Poji. Don't forget who you're talking about and who we've met here are two different people. Well, actually, one isn't even a person. Think about it for a sec. Think about the storyline for a second. Imagine my surprise when, instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywards stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning? I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. It is not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. Yeah, the point I'm making, y'all, is basically the Elidibus that we met had already sacrificed himself and come back as Zodiark's heart. So the Elidibus we met before was actually a primal, not the real Elidibus. We're standing in front of the real Elidibus. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry, a reminder of the days when I was yet young and restless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. Yeah, see, like, basically what I'm saying is the real Elidibus sacrificed himself to become the heart of Zodiark. It's at that point the real Elidibus died. That is death. And that the Elidibus that we met at the end of Shadowbringers is basically post-Zodiark heart primal Elidibus. Totally different. Basically, like, you know, and like the whole storyline is Elidibus being warped by like passion and loss and emotion and like, you know, and over millennia, like just taking this original like, you know, kind of laundry list of responsibility of like duty and passion and all of that stuff, and interpreting that in such a way that it made him bad, and like that, and the deterioration of his memories, you know, leaving spots and blanks. Elidibus after Zodiark was one step in a metamorphosis into being something different. So basically the Elidibus that we met in the first and the Elidibus now, two completely different people. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he has awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandaemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto our star. As chief keyword of Pandaemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're both Elidibus in name only at that point. Yeah, it's just a concept of Elidibus. A shell. 'Tis a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandaemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet, as you can see by Eric Thonios' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azem and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. 'Twas the only way I could truly determine the best solution. But here's the problem, Poji. Here's the problem, Poji. Emmett Selk was never a primal. He never was absorbed into Zodiark and then consciously separated himself from it. That never happened to Emmett. Emmett was basically, like, just kind of left alone and suffered the curse of being a survivor for eons. Fyra, hello, welcome on in. Yeah, Emmett never got Zodiarked. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. 'Twas the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No! You've spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Ahty has stood against. Ahty, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Ahty. As outsiders, we are in unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. It's too soon to give up on saving the others. Agreed. We still know next to nothing about Hephaestos. I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we managed to regain control of Asphodelos. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus the Emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. Yeah, dude, flex. Let's go. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? Anyway, Badge, I love the story, but I need Badge, yes. Definitely get some sleep, buddy. Take care. Have a good night, Poji. I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandaemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Ahty's might and Erechthonios' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandaemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Ahty, come find me when you're finished. Oof. Erechthonios is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might yet be lightened. Alrighty. Advent, Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Have a good night and sleep well, okay? Right. You have done all you can with words. Only your actions can convince me now. Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Pray call me Themis for the time being. It shall put us all in the correct mindset, and in fact, I may be coming to prefer that name. Alright, he's over here somewhere. There he is. And I think I need to turn down the background music a little bit. I think it was at 58 before. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, here we go. You do have my gratitude, ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. Jeez. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hephaestos has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandaemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestos would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Ahty? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the life of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? Oh, you do not want me to answer that. But to be quite honest, I have no idea what he might be like in this age, to be quite honest. This age? Just how long has it been since last you met? Regardless, I'd like you to try and view him as he is now. Another opinion would be much appreciated. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Ahty. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandaemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos. Smallest Waffle, hello, welcome on in. Yes, Attic certainly is a talented pianist. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Ahty, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. I was here earlier for some of the Dracula fight. Ah, I see. Sorry about that, Waffle. It's easy to get carried away and like, yeah. A lot of the time in those types of fights, I really lose track of who is and isn't in chat. Oh my god, it's Attic! Hello! Attic, thank you so much for the heckin' tier 1 resub. 20 months, let's go. 20 months too many, am I right, fellas? Could I get a big fat throbbing shout out for Attic Monster, please? That would be amaze. Thank you so much, Tozu. Attic is a wonderful artist. 3D and 2D. And also, like, is just probably one of the funniest heckin' people I have ever met on Twitch. Like, seriously. Like, such a good bean and a funny fucker to boot. So, like, definitely go follow and watch. Attic is a gem. Absolute unit. Top shelf. Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Pray call me Themis for the time being. I shall put us all in the correct mindset, and in fact, I may be becoming to prefer that name. I already read that. Ericthonios appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azem. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have ever seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. I think that I would encounter an existence I could not create on my own hand. What in the fuck is that sentence? To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand. Azem never ceases to surprise. The previous Azem was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this manner, the true danger of Azem's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. Emet-Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos? You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it? Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation. Or perhaps they have been transferred to the deeper circles. Yet, Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of hegemony, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I know her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities with her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a hemitheos, doubtless against her will. Ahty, Demas, we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Ericthonios. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Alright. And that, I think, is probably a good point in which we should stop. Considering Tozu, Tozu is getting some rest, and Poji, I think, is going to bed. I think we should probably find a person to raid, and we can pick up where we left off next week. Let's see, who do we have? Who do we got? I raided a lot of these folks recently. Raiding into Deltarune is dangerous. Let's see. Attic, I might be. At the very least, I will follow. If you could DM me on Twitch, that would be preferable. Okay. So, Dag, no, it's fine. Dag, I have raided recently. Oh, but there's somebody I haven't raided recently. Okay, he stinks anyways, so good. No, he doesn't stink at all. It doesn't stink at all. He smells of lilacs and cinnamon. Which is weird for a snake to smell like that, but you know. Alright, what is going on here? I am inspecting here. What is going on? I think we should go visit Spicy Bara. Spicy is playing Mega Man Legends 2 right now. Spicy is a wonderful bean indeed, and yeah, super funny and gregarious. What a gregarious lass. But I am gonna, yeah. Let me get that started. Up. Oh my gosh. Come on, little computer. Come on. This thing is having such a hard time with Twitch lately. Oh my gosh. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Y'all, thank you so much for a wonderful night. These raids are really interesting. The music is fantastic, and oh my god, am I just up to my eyeballs in story. I love it! But holy heck. Thank y'all so much for coming by. Thank you so much for the raids and stuff like that. Y'all are amazing. And all the support you guys give every single stream is just so fantastic. Thank you so much for that. But I think that is going to do it for me tonight. The next time I'm going to be live is Friday night, 6 p.m. PST. We're going to pick up where we left off in the Endwalker MSQ, and things are starting to kind of heat up there, so yeah, Don't forget. You gotta join us. You gotta see where it goes. We're in unfamiliar territory now, stuff that I've never done before. So yes, make sure you don't miss it. Don't miss it. But folks, as is always, take care of yourselves and each other. Drink all the water, eat all the food, get all the rest. Before you know it, we're going to be gaming again soon. And a reminder, that's Friday night at 6 p.m. PST. Mark it on your calendar. Hopefully we'll see you there. Alrighty, until then, folks, have a good night. Sleep well. Have a good night. Bye. Bye.